Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you are absolutely tired of dealing with a clunky, endlessly buffering live TV experience, well, you're in the exact right place today. We're going to completely transform that frustrating setup into a premium, totally seamless viewing experience using TiviMate version 5.3.2. We are literally going to optimize your setup specifically for New Zealand connections, making sure you get the absolute most out of your hardware. Let's get into it. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll be covering is TiviMate for you, free versus premium features, installation and playlist setup, optimizing your settings, and finally, troubleshooting buffering and EPG. Starting off with section 1 is TiviMate for you, device compatibility. Because, before we tweak a single setting, we really need to check if this will actually run on your hardware. To understand why people are absolutely obsessed with TiviMate, just think about this number, 1.1. That is the blazing fast 1.1 second channel switch time. This was actually tested just recently in May 2026 down in Christchurch, running on a Chorus UFB connection with a Fire TV Stick 4K Max. 1.1 seconds. I mean, that literally obliterates the competition. Apps like IPTV Smarters Pro usually clock in around 2.6 seconds. And hey, if you watch live TV every day, trust me, that speed difference is instantly noticeable. It's a real game changer. But we do have to face the hard hardware truth here. TiviMate is completely unmatched, for sure, if you're using a Fire TV Stick, an Android TV box like an NVIDIA Shield, or Google TV. However, and this is a big however, if your main screen is a Samsung Smart TV, an LG TV, or an Apple device like an iPad or Apple TV, well, TiviMate simply isn't an option. It just doesn't exist on those platforms. For those devices, you're going to have to use IPTV Smarters Pro instead. Moving right along to Section 2, free versus premium features. Which do you actually need? Let's figure out if you really need to upgrade or if the free tier's going to do the trick for your household. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole breakdown. The free version handles your basic live TV just fine, but it totally limits you to a single playlist and a very, very basic program guide. Premium, on the other hand, unlocks the whole shebang. You get the full 7-day EPG, unlimited playlists, DVR recordings, and, absolutely crucial for us Kiwis, catch-up TV. If you love watching international primetime sports or, say, news from the UK, India, or the US, catch-up TV lets you watch it at normal daytime hours here in NZ. That feature alone usually makes premium a total no-brainer. So if you do decide to go the premium route, it's going to run you roughly 57 New Zealand dollars. But wait, the absolute key takeaway here is that this is a one-time, lifetime payment. That's right, no sneaky annual subscription fees for the player itself. You just grab the TiviMate companion app, which handles the licensing, and boom, you are set for life across up to 5 devices in your home. Okay, Section 3, installation and playlist setup. We can get this done in under 15 minutes. Which is awesome because it's actually incredibly straightforward. The best part about this whole process? There is absolutely zero shady sideloading required. Step 1. You literally just download TiviMate directly from the official Amazon App Store or Google Play Store. Step 2. If you want those premium features we just raved about, you also need to grab the TiviMate companion app from the store. Open it up and buy that premium license. You do need both apps to make the premium magic happen. And finally, Step 3, adding your playlist. Now, there's a very specific way you're going to want to do that. Now, what's really interesting is the massive performance difference between login methods. We have a 5,000 channel playlist loading on a Chorus connection. Using a traditional clunky M3U link, that took a massive 74 seconds to load. But by using the Extreme Codes API login, where you literally just type in a server URL, a username, and a password, it loaded in just 18 seconds. I mean, typing in those extreme codes is a huge time saver, and it gives you way better overall stability. So always choose extreme codes if your provider offers it. All right, Section 4, optimizing your settings with NZ-specific tweaks. Your playlist might be loaded, but these are the secret little tweaks that turn a basic viewing experience into a flawless power user setup. Okay, pay close attention here, because this is the absolute most important step for Kiwi viewers. You must go into your settings, navigate to EPG, and manually set your time zone to Pacific/Auckland, which is UTC plus 12. If you skip this, your entire program guide will be 12 hours out of sync. Every show will literally look like it's airing at the completely wrong time. But hey, the great news is that TiviMate 5.3.2 handles daylight saving shifts automatically now. So you just set this once, and you are totally done. Next up, let's quickly fire off 3 more crucial tweaks. First, make sure your video player is set to ExoPlayer. It's just incredibly stable for our local broadband. Second, set your EPG update time strictly to 3 a.m. Why? Well, because you absolutely do not want your app downloading massive background guide updates during the peak 6 to 10 p.m. evening rush when network traffic is at its highest. And finally, adjust that buffer size. You can leave it on medium if you're on superfast fiber UFB, but definitely bump it up to large if you're on a VDSL or a rural Starlink connection. It just gives you a nice safety net against any sudden speed drops.
Now for Section 5, troubleshooting, buffering, and EPG fixes. Because, let's be real, even with the absolute best setup, sometimes the internet just doesn't want to cooperate. But don't worry, there are logical, super easy fixes.
So the crucial point here is just knowing how to diagnose minor hiccups yourself. Got a black screen where you can only hear the audio? Easy. Switch your decoder from ExoPlayer to FFmpeg in your playback settings. Are your guide times completely wrong? Well, we just covered that. Go set your time zone to Pacific/Auckland. And what if your premium features are suddenly locked? No panic needed. Just open up that TiviMate companion app and make sure it's still linked to your main app. It is all totally fixable right from your remote. Now, if you're getting hit with endless buffering during those peak evening hours, here is your ultimate checklist. First, double-check that ExoPlayer is active and your EPG is only updating at 3 a.m. If you're running on Wi-Fi, you might want to consider grabbing a cheap USB-C Ethernet adapter for your Fire Stick so you can hardwire the connection. Oh, and here is a massive tip for Spark and 1NZ customers who get that evening lag. Jump into your router settings and change your DNS to 1.1.1.1. That one little trick actually bypasses a lot of local ISP routing delays. It's a total lifesaver. Which brings us to our final thought. Is your household ready for a 1.1 second buffer-free TV upgrade? By installing TiviMate directly from the official store, utilizing those fast extreme codes, and dialing in your UTC plus 12 time zone and buffer settings, you are completely taking control of your viewing experience. Just remember, as always, TiviMate is simply a media player, right? So it's up to you to ensure your content provider has valid NZ licensing for the channels they distribute. But take these steps, apply these settings, and enjoy a vastly superior, seamlessly fast live TV experience. So what are you waiting for?